Hello everyone, and welcome back to Warhammer 40,000's Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, with me, Core, and we're going to continue our journey on the Baleful Edict today. We're going to start this episode just like we did with the last one, going into the barracks and taking a look at the promotions available. So, taking a look at Voldred Storm, our interceptor. I think what we're going to be doing is taking a look. We could do the support fire discipline, but this guy I want to be a little bit more integrated into the fight. So, as part of that, unfortunately, he's also going to be taking a lot of damage. So, we'll look into the Aegis Shield discipline. But so I think what we'll do then is increase his willpower, finish out the Teleport Strike discipline, and then go from there on future promotions. And if we look back at the barracks again, some of you may have noticed that unfortunately I couldn't help myself, and we have our very own Eversor assassin here, complete with his own stasis tank, so he doesn't murder every single occupant on the ship. How nice. So if we take a look at his loadout, he has a power sword, executioner pistol, sin skin body glove, and a war gear. Additionally, looking at his abilities at rank 1 at least, he has 4. One is Satraphine Stims, which gives him an additional AP at the cost of 2 health. He has the ability to absorb 20% of the enemy's max HP when he kills them with a melee attack, only once per turn, of course. Executioner allows this unit to execute a target and gain 1 AP off of it. And then finally, if he does die, there is a 100% chance that he will deal 5 damage over an area of 4 to anything in its radius. So absolutely destructive. In addition to that, he also has immunity to Crazed, Enraged, Dominated, and Disrupted. Executioner we've already touched on, and then in addition to that, he also has lightning reflexes, which means that he cannot be targeted by autos, and I believe that includes things like suppression or overwatch, for example. Lastly, he does have parry as an ability, which is very similar to most of the Grey Knights, a 50% chance to block any melee attack. And then lastly, looking at his executioner pistol, range 10, 4 damage, 3 ammo. Power sword is 4 damage, 1 AP, but also inflicts bleed. And then we also have his war gear slot. Very quick on his feet, 6 move speed. Of course, does not have a lot of resilience, but does have quite a bit of health at 16. So a way to, lose a lot of health, but also gain it back relatively quickly. So if we take a look at the galaxy map again, we're in a position where we could go to either one of these missions, but not both, unfortunately. So if we take a look at this first one, Seeding the Bloom. Both of these are tier 1 missions, so they don't give too much threat to us. This one will give 2 initial requisition, as well as 1 requisition for not using a mastercrafted melee weapon. In addition, you also get 1 more requisition. Tier 2, or rank 2, Interceptor. Tier 1 Stormbolter, Force Sword, Power Armor, and a type of grenade. On the flip side, we have 2 requisition, no critical injuries, which is, marginally easier considering we do actually use 1 of those mastercrafted weapons. In addition to that, a grimoire. This also has the option to get us a rank 2 apothecary, tier 1 psi cannon, tier 2 warding stave, power armor at level 1, and tier 1 equipment. Now, if we look at these, they're both relatively similar, the only difference being 1 additional requisition versus a grimoire. Or potentially, if we want to start padding out our barracks, we can also do that. But given that we are going to be looking into the barracks here, that'll give us 4 capacity plus 1 recruit rank. And since these guys are both level 2, it's going to be functionally irrelevant which one we go for, since we can do pretty much whatever we want. So I think we're going to go here because we want to take a look at this tier 2 warding stave, and then also the extra 30%. What is it? 30%, right? I think so. 20% bonus research speed is going to be valuable, I think, as we continue to move on. So let's go ahead and start here. And then, barring any intervention, we'll see you when we get there. And lo and behold, we do have an intervention.
Commander, I have disturbing news. The ranking engineer in the Manufactorum was caught accessing restricted Grey Knight archives. This is surely the work of our enemy.
Denial. Corruption scans return negative, and interrogation has extracted no relevant data. Access transgression likely made an error.
Nurgle's servants are devious. He should be purged along with any of his close associates.
Alternative. Demotion and access restriction. Manufactorum personnel is already limited.
That's kind of tricky. This doesn't really feel like we have a good way out of it either way. So we can demote the Engiseer, which will make Ector unhappy, but will probably help Lunette. We could purge the Engiseer, which will make Lunette unhappy, cancel the current construction, which I think is only 2 or 3 days away. Converting to a Servitor, and or let Inquisitor Vikir interrogate. I think this is probably going to be the best option in terms of making everyone happy, but at the same time, I really don't want to lose all of that research. I think we're going to demote right now. This is going to make Ector unhappy. We'll probably decrease our XP gains, unfortunately, but...
Commander, this is an unnecessary risk.
Denial. The engine
Okay, but we do get a positive of 100% construction speed for 30 days, so minus 50% experience rate. That's a downside, but I think we'll be okay. All right, ship project complete, barracks level 1. And see, that's exactly what I was afraid of. We were 1 day away from it. 4+ capacity as well as +1 recruit rank. Excellent. And now we can also start a new project here. Take a look then at the ship status. We can go with the Libris Malleus, which gives 30% research speed for grimoires. We could go to the warp drive, which is a 20% speed boost. I think that might be nice. The other option I'm looking at right now is the meditation chamber, and that is 50% XP. I think that actually might be my preferred option, just because it's a little less expensive in terms of servitors, and we haven't yet researched or reached the point where research speed is going to be absolutely critical for us. Now, let's take a look here, though. As we look at the research menu, we do not have any Poxa seeds available to us, unfortunately. So, then if we go back here, we don't really need that additional research speed right now. So let's go with the meditation chamber. All right, taking a look back at the galaxy map. And we will see you guys at the Terteus sector.
It is clear that these seeds are fragments of some vile artifact, saturated with corruption. Once fused with organic life, they spread rapidly from the host, afflicting whole populations with a deadly plague.
All according to the plague god's desires.
Yes. But what confounds me is how it spreads so quickly between solar systems. I have issued an interdiction order for this sector. Interplanetary travel will be limited. With the Emperor's mercy, it will buy us some time.
Denial. The baleful edict is far too damaged to begin a new campaign.
And yet it must. This bloom is already ripening, evolving fast towards some dire purpose. Would you truly turn your back on the trillions of souls the plague god threatens to devour?
Never. But how do you propose we stop it?
This seed radiates a psychic imprint from what I believe to be some kind of origin. With further research, I will be able to pinpoint that location.
I would rather we simply purge them.
That is the difference between us, Purifier. You are the hammer, but I am the one with the burden to wield it. Destroying it now would silence the only lead we have. If I can prove these seeds all radiate from the same destination, then we can follow that trail and destroy the source of the bloom's power.
Challenge. You said seeds. You deduce much from only one.
You are correct, Tech Priest. I need more. One is not sufficient to prove my theory. Commander, you must send out your knights to harvest more.
You would have us limp around the sector with more of this corruption in my hold?
I agree it is far from ideal, Dominus, but if the Inquisitor can locate the source of this corruption, then I advise we comply with her request.
Affirmative.
Excellent. We have no time to waste.
All right, research project completed. The seed that gives us 1+ requisition, and unfortunately, I don't think we got enough for anything else. So we'll just have to wait on our next research project here. I think it'll probably be. Yeah, I think probably this bloom suppression would be nice. That additional 5% warp surge per turn could lead us to an additional turn or two over the course of time where we don't have to deal with another, set of reinforcements, and that could be very valuable. Additionally, we also have the extractor servo skull, which is going to be very, very nice. 1 Poxus seed for that, and I think that's actually probably going to be even more valuable than the prognosticar, because that allows us to collect the seeds without actually causing, putting our knights in undue risk. So let's go ahead and continue our march over. Alright, sorry for the quick cut there, guys. I lost a bit of sound. I don't know why exactly. I think this headset's kind of bugging me out here. So, just as a quick recap from me, 3 requisition, 1 grimoire, and the potential look at a tier 2 warding stave, assuming nothing else here is very interesting. So let's go ahead and start the mission. We'll take a look. We'll drop new Eversor assassin.
Eversor.
And then I think instead of having Voldred Storm, we're going to bring in Bosk, because he has the ability to bring an additional grenade, which I would love to try out on this mission. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but hey, it has 2 ammo now with his abilities, and I'd certainly love to see it make some funny stuff happen. So, other than that, we have Rugen, Bosk, Bors, and Gannis is our Eversor assassin. We may want to actually transition one of these guys into a flamer. Let's go ahead and try that. I haven't used a flamer very often, but I do believe they are quite good. Other than that, let's get going. We don't have any new stratagems. We don't have any room for more, so I think we're going to get ready. Get this done nice and quick. Try and make this a quick under 30-minute episode here. Try and keep our guys safe, get some good war gear, and go from there.
Status. Ultramarines currently engaged with a force of word bearers below.
Have they detected us?
Negative. Do you take me for some half-augmented engine seer?
The Inquisitor meant no insult, Dominus. We will locate and destroy the seeds and leave the rest on the wire.
Alright, so it looks like we have at least 2. Are they going to bring it back to us? Yes, so 2 different sets of Void Poxseed carriers. Take a look here. So this is much more of a blasted wasteland.
Standing ready.
Trenches and all that.
Affirmative.
That'll be very nice, actually, for the Incinerator and the Eversor Assassin.
service.
Lots of ways to weave in and out of combat, potentially. Hopefully.
Your orders.
I think the value of our Terminator is going to come in high regard
Be
here.
ready.
Did we see something? Ah, yes, we did see. 1 enemy patrol group.
Unleash me.
Ooh, you are an angry Eversor Assassin. Yes, we kind of knew that. We did already know that. Sure, everyone's out of ammunition. Move speed, excuse me. And let's see, so we do have 15% warp surge. I forget this is a level 1 mission, so we might be pretty lucky here, actually.
It will be done.
Ooh, barely out of the line of
I
fire.
am here
Excellent.
to serve.
So you are our long range. We'll bring
My blade
the
is
Terminator here. And then lastly, we'll bring... I love this guy. I love this guy so much.
False Emperor.
Alright, heavy stubber, light stubber, grenade launcher, and a plague marine. This guy's way too happy for his own good. Oh goodness. I'm happy about this. I made a good decision, I think. So if we go up here, would we be able to actually do any damage? Maybe, maybe not. So you have range 5. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 5. So you're not actually within range. It's very, very short. But it is AoE, which is nice. So I think since you do gain 4 armor per turn, it might very well be prudent to just bring you over here, I think. Armor up.
The Aegis shields us.
We can put our Terminator in a relatively precarious position as well. Give him an Aegis shield, and thus we have our bullet sponges for the next round. That leaves our Eversor Assassin and our Purgator with the long-range weaponry. So, given that, let's see, can we do any damage? This guy pierces armor, which is nice. He has the ability Disgustingly Resilient, which allows him to heal himself for 3, but does not have any mutations, which is great. So I think we're just going to do a little bit of damage here.
As you command.
Was that a crit? That was a crit. Excellent. We like that. And what do we do with our Eversor? He can do some damage. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. On the flip side, that could be very easy to clean up on the next turn. So, given that we have a bunch of grenades, I think we'll make that work.
Keep your faith! Keep your faith!
Alright, so he has the ability to kill this guy. And if he kills them... I think this is where we use Satraphine Stims. So he takes 2 damage, but also gets an additional AP, so that'll put him in place to do Eviscerate. Strike an adjacent target to deal 4 damage, adding damage equal to the target's bleed. And the bleed affliction is removed. Oh, very cool. Okay. So then let's say we do 2 damage to him, you know, and he has... Or let's say we do this, we can do Eviscerate, which deals an additional 2 damage to me, but allows me to kill him, and then, on top of that, I take 20% of his max HP.
We slay the darkness.
Alright, that's really cool. I like this guy a lot.
I will fight from here.
I don't think any of these guys are going to be able to break through the armor, per se. He's probably going to get pinned, and he's probably going to get one of those grenades launched at him. But I think we might be able to pull the Eversor around. He does another Overwatch. Okay, this guy's Overwatched to death. Is that suppressive fire? Oh no, he's actually... Oh yeah, he is doing suppressive fire. Okay, that's fine. Interesting, he time bombed him. He didn't pin him. I'm not going to complain about that. That's actually quite nice for us, but... Alright, we take a look now. We have... Where do we want to put you? Oh, that's right. You have lethal reflexes, so you can push through just about anything. Interesting. And then if we take... How do we want to do this? So I think, actually, we're going to move you up here. We'll kill this guy. Or maybe we won't kill this guy. I'm not quite sure.
Your command.
Let's see, can we kill this guy? Yeah, we can absolutely do that.
Firing now.
So here's the deal. We're going to soften him up with our
This is
Purgator.
our arms.
We are going to move our Eversor to attack this guy. He will get 2 bleed, which will kill him on the next turn. Or alternatively, we could use our Purgator. Nice. Stun off. Excellent. And then we can kill this guy, which will free up our Flamer. So that maxes out his HP.
Here. Affirmative.
Instant death
Yes,
on
come
that
on.
guy. I think perhaps we, Aegis Shield this guy,
The Aegis.
run him directly into that Overwatch fire. Let's see, can we... Yeah, okay, so we can get that done. And the most he can take next turn is 3 damage from this guy right here, if I recall correctly. Oh no, he's a grenade launcher, so he can't take any damage, but he can get pinned, which is unfortunate.
It will
So I think we'll go down here, just do a little bit of damage, hopefully get a crit. It's not going to make a difference. Nope, 4 damage. Oh wow, that was quite large. Alright, he pinned both our Eversor and our Flamer. Reload, and then I'm sure the Time Bomb's going to be coming out on both of those guys. Alright, second set of reinforcements is right there, so we will likely be running into those guys very soon.
Need a target.
Let's go ahead and melee you. Give you a little bit more XP. The more the better. I think he is already maxed out on health, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes, Commander.
We are, of course, taking a reduced amount of XP from every mission, minus 50% because of our choice to
What is your will?
go against Brother Ektar. I think that was, at the end of the day, the wisest decision that we could have made. Whether or not that's going to come back to haunt us, though, we'll see.
What is your will?
Alright, and then last but not least, I think let's go ahead and pop the pod here.
Rally, fools! Your fate shall be tested.
Alright, I see 4 plague cultists as well as, I can't remember, is it a shaman? A druid? Whatever it is.
Prepare to engage.
But regardless, we do have, I need to figure out what this guy's name is. He is an apostate preacher, so we'll just call him the apostate. Either way, we do have the ability to get very, very close here. You are...
I am here to serve.
Let's see, can you attack?
At
Let's
once.
get you over there. Make that explode. Deal 5 damage to everyone in the
As you
near vicinity.
command.
Which is quite a bit. Unlock that Overwatch. And what else could you do? You could kill him. You could potentially kill him with a crit. But I think that's going to be unnecessary. Because it's only 10% crit.
Death makes us stronger.
Alright, Flamer, you are still pinned. I don't remember how long that lasts, but we're going to put you into cover here. We'll do the same with... Let's see, what can you do? We may end up taking a little bit of damage on him, but I think it'll be worth it to just kill this guy. The heavy stubber is always a pain in the butt to deal with.
Gods, grant me strength.
And then we'll move you into cover as well, and that'll end our turn. I forget that guy ignores armor anyway, so there we go.
Attack! Kill
Alright,
them all!
Armor on their grenade launcher.
Eat this!
Ouch. Alright, so I think that's a grand total of 3 damage to him, plus a pin. We do want to make sure that he tries to stay as healthy as possible. I don't think this last round will be very difficult, or at least this last set of Bloom Spawn. Alright, we now have the ability to get through with our Eversor Assassin. This will probably be what we want to do here, so that'll leave him with 1 AP remaining. I think it's going to be worth getting this guy down, for sure. There we go.
Run,
Plus a bleed.
run!
Now I'm curious if he will allow us to...
One of the chosen!
So yeah, once you do run out, you will not be able to give yourself an additional AP. So that's worth a remembrance anyway. Let's see, how do we want to
At your
address
service.
this? You do 5 with a 25% chance to afflict exposed. We could drop Sanctified Kill Zone. That actually hits both. I think that's actually a good plan. Let's do that.
I strike true. Your orders. Yes.
That will allow us to hit you.
Feel the fight of my sword. Your
And
command.
then get you over here.
At once.
So you'll be behind light cover, and you may take a little bit of damage. Never mind, this guy is a grenade launcher. I always forget that.
Firing
He
now.
is armor piercing, so that armor is irrelevant.
The enemy is wounded.
We do a 4 strike, and that kills him.
Enemy destroyed.
Terminator doing the absolute work here. Let's pop these guys up. Don't get exploded by that time bomb.
Standing ready.
And otherwise, I think we're in great shape. See if we can pop this pod here with potentially the Eversor.
Must attack!
Yep, there we are. All right, looks like a lot of Poxwalkers. 4 of them, 5 of them in total. All right, and it's a good thing we bought the Flamer when we did. Looks like an opportunity for us to drop some flames on the ground and for them to come running on in. See, so that's the Prometheum spray. Shoots a flame hazard over an arc 60 at range 3. Plus 1 per 2 ammo spent that lasts 1 turn. Depletes all the ammo and inflicts burning. Exposed of 25%. Armor pierce and ignore cover. So let's get you over here. You're still hobbled, but that's fine. We'll each just shield you. Act as our tank. No, we want you over here.
As you command.
Let's drop the flame. Excellent, and that pops all of that oil on fire over there as well.
Weapons rearmed.
And then I think we get you, what, up here maybe? We get you, oh yeah, that's down here. No, we're not going to be doing that.
It will
We'll move
be
you
done.
over, and then we will each just shield you.
Wards
Keep you
enhanced.
up and running. And then, see the Eversor? I think the Eversor is probably going to be okay up here. You'll have the ability to do a lot of damage. Ooh, can you hit that? Oh, you can. Oh, no. We don't want to do that because we need that. Darn it. He has the Bloom Seed. Okay. Darn it. Shoot. Shoot. I wish I could, but I want that Bloom Seed. So we're going to end the turn here. And we'll see that they come in with. I know the flame's not going to be enough to kill them instantly, but still going to hurt. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. These guys are hurting though. Wow, a lot of these guys. I didn't realize you could all get there and attack. Huh. Okay, fair enough.
Here's a good spot.
I do have one.
Die!
It's a light
Die!
rifle.
Die!
I put our reverser in the wrong spot, huh? Reinforcements coming in from the backside. So we'll get these guys out of here. Potentially just use a Gate of Infinity to get them out. It's not a bad idea, actually. So if we attack you, that'll give us the Pox Seed. I think, right? We don't need to crit them, do we? I would really hate if that is the case. You do that.
That's all the seeds accounted for, Commander. But there
We
are
definitely
more
should get a
ghosts
seed off of that.
emerging nearby. We will begin teleport extraction immediately.
Alright. So we have 2 sets. Dang.
Standing ready.
Let's see. Can you get out of there? Yes, you can. Which would leave us pretty free to... Let's see. Maybe we attack you. Needler. Interesting. Afflicts neurotoxin. I don't know what neurotoxin does. It doesn't tell us immediately. It's okay. Well, either way, let's go ahead and do 1 damage to you. Or 4 damage, excuse me. And then we'll get out of here.
Unleash me.
Let's get you...
Yes, Commander.
Give me a target.
How do we want to play this?
Your orders.
Let's move you over.
On my way.
You're going to move back.
Here.
You move here. And then you'll be able to burn all these guys. It's quite a bit. And that, we do Flames of Purity. That depletes all the ammo. Does 6 damage, which will kill this guy. So I think that's going to be important. Unfortunately, we did plague him. That's not great.
Basic ammunition depleted.
And then
At
we can
once.
probably do a disruption shot on you, I believe. Yep.
Aye, sir.
And then to kill with the grenade, shoot. That'll hit us in the end. And then popping us out in the flames. So instead, I think what we'll do is we'll just give you an additional AP. Use him to... Oh, that's right. I gave you 2 AP. Nice. And then Aegis Shield on you. Alright, quick and dirty. Oh, wow. 3 sets of reinforcements. That's a little bit tricky. It doesn't look like big sets of reinforcements. What, 3 Poxwalkers and a Plague Marine? Grenade launcher. 4 Poxwalkers. So it looks like relatively easy reinforcements. I won't complain about it. We're still going to be using Gates of Infinity to put us over here. There's no reason not to.
Need a target.
And then you can hide in the back here. Alright, 2 turns left, so let's get in position to at least take a few of them out with us.
I am here to serve.
Rugen. We'll have you drop just over here. And then lastly,
Aye, sir.
we'll have Bosk stand guard. I think you need to reload. Yeah?
Reloaded.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's get her going. Plagued. Shoot. He's gonna get light wounds just from getting plagued, unfortunately. It's gonna be sad, but... I think it's just this turn and then the next turn, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong, but I think it's this turn and the next turn that keeps us, or, you know, gets us to the end of the mission. But I would really rather not get that additional reinforcements blob at us. That's kind of rough. That said, though, if we get a grenade,
Moving out.
we do have Quicksilver to back us up.
We are discovered!
This way, out of sight.
And I wouldn't be too upset about trying out that psychotrope grenade. So you... Yeah, let's try the psychotrope.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so you are all crazed for one turn. You have a grenade. Everybody has a grenade. Here, let's get Quicksilver on you. Since you have the additional explosive radius
At your service.
on your grenades, so you have 2 ammunition on this guy.
Aye, sir.
Gotta love having a grenadier. Ooh, that's some big damage. Oh, how much XP did he get? 7. 7 XP on that one. Oh, what an unfortunate roll.
I am with you.
Well, I mean, honestly, we just kind of hope for the best with an Overwatch, yeah?
Shall ultimate charge.
I should have done Aegis Shield on him first, but
The Emperor protects.
we'll also put you in the line of fire. Actually, you know what? No, we won't. Shoot, we missed that. I didn't realize.
Give me a target.
Maybe. Could we get that? No. Darn it. I didn't realize you couldn't do that.
Your command.
That's so unfortunate. Ah, well. Live and learn for the next time.
Yes.
Let's get you over to cover here. I think you might need a reload as well.
Pistol ready.
Unnecessary, but still. And there is a 50% chance that anyone close to us starts attacking their teammates. I wouldn't mind that either.
I will fight from here. They will not see me here. Gods, watch over me.
Interesting. What do you...
Mercy
Oh.
and death.
Okay. I suppose you tried to do something. It didn't work. Ooh, that's a glorious pin by our opponent.
Another one down.
There we go. And 2 damage on the Plague Marine.
We'll set you free.
So,
Oh, I guess he got it. He also attacked his enemy, or his own teammate.
One of the
Teleport coordinates locked.
Now I'm curious if
Initiating
you
sequence.
afflict an enemy with crazed and they kill an opponent, does that give the guy that afflicts the crazed the benefit? Either way, we'll take the victory here. So let's take a look at our after action report here. I'm especially excited to see that tier 2 warding save to see if that's any good. Alright, and back in the stasis chamber you go, Eversor. So we did get our 3 requisition plus the 1 grimoire. Let's take a look at our armory. Ooh, interesting. 6. Okay. That's not bad. So 6 damage, but 1 ammunition. Also a blast area of 2 that deals 4 damage. I can't remember actually. Is 6 the norm? Maybe it is, and I'm just blanking on it. Alright, Lel's Bride. 4 damage, plus 1 through 4 strike, 25% chance for an Aegis reaction, as well as 15% focus, increasing their chance to trigger both afflictions and autos. So that brings that up to a 40% chance for an auto Aegis reaction, plus 1 crit damage as well. That's quite nice. Additionally, we have Valdar's Discipline, which increases our health by 4, and potentially has the ability to give plus 1 willpower, although only when we have upgraded it. Additionally, we also upgrade that to a plus 2 max HP for plus 6 in total. Lastly, Unguents of Warding. Knights gain 15% resistance, so chance to prevent a negative affliction. That's kind of nice, but I think we gotta go with these actually. So, maybe we don't. 4 HP can come in handy. It really can. No, just accept it. We're gonna have another set of missions. We're just gonna need to be a little bit more careful with our requisition expenditures in the near future. We will be having to pay attention to the Grandmaster's thing here. So, no Grey Knights have upgraded. Unfortunately, that 50% minus XP is really hurting us. Otherwise, I think our Eversor would have leveled up. Either way, I'm very proud of how we did today. No long-term effects, which is great. And yeah, there we go. So that'll be the end of the episode, guys. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.